Hi, welcome to Polyphonic Press. I'm Jeremy Boyd.
I'm John Van Dyke.
And today we're going to be talking about Lorde winning the Best Rock Song at this year's Billboard Music Awards. Here we go. Alright, so Lorde is a pop singer, in case you didn't know, and she won the Best Rock Song at this week's Billboard Music Awards, which were on Sunday night. And there's a lot of confusion going on with this because basically Lorde is not a rock artist. She's a pop artist. You know, she
was a little confused by it.
Yeah, her acceptance speech, she had a very confused look on her face, and the other nominees were not really rock bands either. The first award of the night actually was the Best Rock Album, and there were a number of artists who were nominated who simply weren't rock artists. Lana Del Rey was nominated in Best Rock Album.
That's really weird.
And Lorde was nominated for that as well. And Mumford & Sons were nominated for Best Rock Album. And so...
I don't even think Mumford & Sons consider themselves rock.
No, they're more of a pop,
they're folk
kind of thing. Sort of. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really... I don't know if it's just that rock wasn't on the Billboard charts, but that's ridiculous because you had a lot of mainstream rock bands come out in the last year with albums. I mean, you know,
it's like they forgot what rock is, which is why we've got a few reminders behind us.
So basically, like the Arctic Monkeys released an album last year.
Yes, they did.
So why weren't they nominated? They were a popular band. They were on the Billboard charts. So it just seems like the industry isn't focused on rock music anymore. It's like they just don't really care about rock music. They just kind of gloss over it to get to the stuff that they can sell.
Sometimes I honestly think that just whoever's doing this thing doesn't even know. They honestly just don't know. They work in the industry, but they don't know anything. There was
in Foo Fighters documentary, somewhere I saw an interview with Dave Grohl, and basically he was talking about how he was playing all these award shows, and they were the only rock band on the bill because it was as if the music industry was, well, we need a rock band. Who's a rock band? Oh, Foo Fighters. Get Foo Fighters. It's like they were just the go-to band for a couple of years because that was the only rock band that people would know. It's certainly the most popular band, but not the only ones. And this kind of goes back to what we were talking about a few weeks ago, is there's less guitar in rock now. And so maybe they don't really know what rock sounds like anymore. Which is a ridiculous thing to say.
They're just goldfish. They don't have they don't remember anything.
So it's a really weird thing to see Lorde to not only be nominated but to win Best Rock Song at the Billboard Music. Like, I don't really have anything against her. I've heard her song. I'm not a huge fan of her song, but
it's actually a decent song for what it is.
It's okay. I'll say that it's okay. I don't want to vomit when I hear it. Okay, it's not my favorite song in the world though. So, you know, for her to be, there's no guitars in it. It's actually a minimal song. There's not many instruments in it, but there's no guitar in it. It's just basically a drum beat. So that, I know saying what rock music is somewhat subjective, but there is a line. There is a line, and you know, it's hard to picture her as a rock. If she were to put out an album with drums and loud guitars, yeah, I would say okay, fair enough. She gets nominated in the rock category, but she doesn't sound like a rock artist. She just doesn't.
No.
So it's just very strange to hear her. To see that she was not only, like I said, not only nominated, but just actually won the award. And there weren't any rock bands performing at the Billboard Awards.
Nope.
Like I said, it seems like the attitude in the industry is not really even considering rock music. They're just kind of glossing over it. Which is...
This is why I just don't even pay attention to what the industry thinks anymore. I just don't care anymore. They don't give me any reason to care, so I don't care. I don't listen to what they throw at me on the radio. I do my own thing. I pull out old records, new records, whatever, and I just go by what I want. And then yes, it requires a bit of like proactive digging on my part, but I actually enjoy doing that because it's rewarding if I know what I'm actually looking for.
Yeah.
But the industry certainly doesn't. They've given up looking. They basically...
Pretty much, yeah. They're only concerned about what they can sell and what they...
They try to find a formula because they like formulas, because formulas are predictable, and if they have something that's predictable, they can predict their money. But as we were talking about in the last video, that's not how people listen to things quite often. Is that they don't want something predictable. In fact, predictable is the exact opposite of what is considered good.
Public. Yeah, exactly. So let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think she deserved the award? Do you think that they could have done something different? They could have nominated someone else in the rock category. I can't think of any more artists that they could nominate because I just can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I'm sure there are more rock artists who released albums last year that could have been nominated.
Of course, there's lots. There's always lots.
So let us know in the comments what you guys think.
Be sure to more this year though.
Yeah. Be sure to subscribe so you know when we post new videos. You can check us out on Twitter and Facebook. Follow John on Twitter @FunkyDutch. And that's about it. I'm Jeremy Boyd.
I'm John Van Dyke.
Take it easy.